The other day, a friend of mine commented on my Condition 1 gun case that he saw. I didn't really have a time to give a full sales pitch, but I really like them. I have three of them. I paid for them. They didn't give them to me. I don't normally review stuff. I hope I'm not turning into a YouTuber. But I thought this would be a good way to give him and anybody else my spiel on them. These two right here are the number 179. They're a really handy size, I think, for carrying. Stick them in your car. You can put them in front of the seat really easily. They're not cheap. They're made in USA, and they seem very, very sturdy. I mean, they're ruggedly built. Oh, God, that's going to make the camera vibrate for a long time. I shouldn't have done that. They seem very robust, well made, and they have a cool factor to them that, I don't know, guys get it. They're like a gadget. So this one is marketed as 4 pistols, and then however many magazines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 magazines, I guess. And you got the slot in the middle that you can put another pistol in, or maybe ammo, or whatever. The cool thing is the inserts come out. So you can buy different inserts for the same case. This one, for example, has the 2-gun insert, which leaves spaces for 2 pistols and stuff. Now, here's the thing. The stuff, it's neat that there's space. It's not a whole lot of room for a whole lot. So, I mean, you can fit a holster and things in there. I've got a box of 45 ammo fits on the other end of the spectrum. This 9mm is packed in pretty tight. Is it going to replace your range box? I don't think so, because I bring a whole bunch of other stuff too. But like if you were doing maybe an IDPA competition where you don't have a bunch of other stuff, you could probably get your pistol, your backup pistol, your mag carrier, your holster, your safety glasses. Earmuffs aren't going to fit in with this stuff, but I don't know. Personally, I usually carry another box with other stuff. And depending on your legal situation, you may not want to have ammo in with your guns anyway. But it's a pretty neat use of space, I think. So let's talk about guns that fit in them. You'll notice that they are cut out a little bit different. And it matters sometimes. So good old 1911 fits. It's a little snuggly, but it fits, right? Anything smaller than that obviously is going to fit. If you speak Glock, and by the way, the tape on everything is to try to hide my identity to some degree. Glock 34 fits. It's snugly, but you can close the lid and cram it in there. So anything smaller than 34 will fit. 17L does not. It's just you're not going to cram it in there. There's a little bit more space in the middle, but no, that's not going to happen. Revolver, 4-inch big revolver. You can squeeze in. You can squeeze it in the middle better. And it's kind of like right there. You got to force the lid closed, but it will fit. 6-inch revolver. No, ain't no way. This thing. Does anybody use these anymore? SIG 320 X5 Legion. So it's the, what is it, 5-inch barrel and the mag well. You can work it in there. You can cram it in there and you can make it work. And force the lid closed. It actually, see, the mag well is part of the problem. Fits better in this one because of the way it's cut out. So it's definitely in there. The lid closes just fine. You're not ramming it in there. But if you have an optic on there, it's not going to fit. And we know this because I have a buddy with an optic and we tried that. Smaller guns with an optic, they fit. See, and that's tight because this is there. See, easy peasy. And then obviously anything smaller will fit. The other one that I have, out of the way, is, where's the number? 997. So this one is deeper by a good bit. And a little bit longer. It's got the dimensions there. It is not as handy to carry. I mean, it's not bad, but it's getting to the upper limit of where you might want wheels, especially if you have it full. But you can cram a whole lot more in it. So every gun I showed you so far that does or does not fit in the other ones fits in here. 6-inch revolver, 4-inch revolver, 17L. What will not fit? 7.5-inch barrel single action. There's no way. They do make a case specifically for revolvers, and they go in sideways, which can get a little weird if you're at the range. But just so you know, that's not going to work. Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say about that. Condition 1, made in USA. Why is it not closing on these? It does close on these. I just don't have it in there right. There you go. Buy once, cry once. Also, I do have something else to say. Because they come in different configurations, the top, you can get it where it has pockets in the top, or you can get just the foam here. So they don't send the foam stuck to it. They send you with some double-sided sticky tape, and you stick it yourself. The problem is, if you don't have anything in there, when it closes, nothing's pushing on it to hold the tape, right? So when you first get it, take a folded up towel or something that you can put in here so that when you close it, it pushes and compresses that foam against the double-sided sticky tape to make it stick. I think that's all I have to say about that now.